Hi, welcome. Yeah, that was my leg. Thank you for ordering the Miss Gregoria's 3D Cattail for the Latifola or whatever. Tifa Latifola. Yeah, did I pronounce it right? Anyways, there's another video that is free and comes with well, actually, with your disorder. If you want to create a more lifelike cattail, 3D cattail, which is created with mixed media, and you will find in the tutorial what you will need. So watch the tutorial first of that one, or in the PDF instruction document. For this one, it's 3D. I actually already filmed the tutorial before, but that was such a mess because I did use the wrong. I did not bought an embossing powder. I used something that was for gardening, so that became a disaster. So for this, you will need to have this, and then these panels. I know you'll have more than two, but where's the ones that I made actually? That's a good question, my friends. It's there. Okay, I'll get that later. Battery's empty anyways. So the only difference here is that I removed the score lines in between these flaps to make it more lifelike. So yeah. Oh, well, actually not to make it more lifelike, but to thingy. And I also wanted to make a new video for embossing, and this time I did buy an embossing powder. It's called Wow or something. You can find it in the PDF instruction document, and it's called Primary Bark, and I'm gonna use this one. Of course, you don't have to. You may also just use this cardstock and not color it. You know, it's called 3D Cattail. Yeah, so there's going to be a short transition. I have to get my all the other templates and replace the battery because this one is empty. Keep watching. There's just going to be a short transition. But yeah. So here we go. Welcome back. Let's continue. It is autumn again, guys. So just bear with me with the lightning. And also, no, there will be news I will share soon in our group regarding my location for the winter time. Okay? And so, if you're not a member yet and you would like to know what it is, please join my Facebook group or our Facebook group, and you may share your grace there for fun or for the monthly freebie. We have also have paper flower challenges and giveaways. So follow, make sure to follow the group so you'll get notifications when I post something. For example, also flower updates, because sometimes a design can be like 3 years old, and in the meantime I have developed my expertise and you know, found new ways to create a flower, and therefore a flower template needs an adjustment, like a new tutorial and stuff, right? Follow me on Instagram, follow my Facebook page. Thank you very much, really would appreciate that. And follow me here on YouTube as well. Subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment. I really would appreciate that. Yeah, and by the end of the tutorial, if you have enjoyed this making your Latifola or 3D Cattail, please consider heading back to my Etsy store and leave a review. I really would appreciate that, and I would like to thank you in advance for your time and supporting my small business and by leaving a review. Thank you very much. Oh, it's 3 stars. Okay, forget about it. You don't have to. I don't have an Etsy store. Just kidding. Yeah. Anyways, if you have any complaints or assistance, you know, instead of, you can always reach out to me, and there's always, I'll try, there are always solutions to a problem, you know. So, I am not the meanest, I'm not mean at all actually. I'm not the most difficult person in the world, so I'm sure we can figure things out. So let's start. Here are the, as you can see, I've got it this time. I prepared mine. And what I did is just, as I showed you, fold your flaps and then apply glue on those flaps. You can start with 1 or 2. And if you want to do it all at once, you will have to be quick and apply a thick layer at the first 3 panels, because this is quick dry, right? Tacky glue dries very quick, so you have to be quick as well. And if you don't like that, you can apply just glue on the first 2 and attach those first before you do the rest. So this is what you do actually. Follow the flaps and then attach all these panels, all these templates one by one to each other, to one another. You can also start at the center. It's really up to you what you think is best. You can start at the top, you can start at the center, and then work yourself to the outer flaps. And when you're attaching, make sure you attach it on the score line, okay? Because we do not want to see the score lines, and because that's, attach them on the score lines. There you go. There. We'll have to move a bit and position it, and there you go. Now you do that one by one by one by one. Eventually you get this. Okay, and then let me attach this one. And the last part, we're not there yet, it's not the last part. It's always a bit harder because it is the last one, and you won't have enough of space or gaps to like hold it and attach them like we do now, right? But it is fairly easy. It's just a bit more patience. It requires a bit more patience, and yeah, that's it actually. Patience. So I'm just gonna attach this to this one. I'll start with the center, I think. This time, make sure it's aligned. Here. And then when it's aligned, press. Make sure it covers the score line as well. There you go. And then I'm going to work with the thing. As you can see, it bends. It has a curve to it. Right? And sometimes when you've been too much, your glue dries, then just apply glue again in the end. It happens to me too. Sometimes it just doesn't want to attach immediately, and then the glue dries. Just apply glue again. Okay, here we go. Just gonna press the flap a bit more. Make sure it's nice and tight, that there's no breach, no gaps, no holes in it. There. There you go. Apply glue again. Here you I'm sorry. Here you will have to you'll have to apply you do have to apply glue, because Again, we don't have a lot of space anymore, and we will have to attach them at once. See the way I'm positioning it? Just making sure it's attached. There, and here. And because the center, I'm going to use my hobby tweezer to make sure that the flaps on the outside, the flaps and the panels are attached. And sometimes your hobby tweezer is too short, but then we have another solution. Let me finish this. Just use your hobby tweezer first for what you can attach. See, just be patient. I hope I wasn't off screen. If it happens sometimes off screen, it is because I'm not looking at the screen. I'm actually looking at what I'm doing, and it is hard to look at the screen and then my work at the same time. So sometimes I do disappear. I'm sorry if it does happen, but I do try to, every time I finish something, like now for example, I'm looking at what I'm doing and not at the screen, and every time, like now, I can actually rest and look at the screen, then I can see I am in the center. So, bear with me. Wish I was a comedian, then I could like, right? And here I'm using my bamboo skewer because, or chopstick, because that's long enough, which I can use to press all the flaps against the panel. Like an extension of my fingers, because our fingers are not that long. So, and there you go. You have finished that. Now, if it's not perfect. Don't worry. Don't get frustrated. It's okay. Like I mentioned, the last part is hard, so it is possible that the last bit can be a bit of imperfection, but don't worry about it. Don't get frustrated and start throwing things away. I know there are perfectionists out there, but really trust me, later on you won't notice a thing of it, actually. Promise. Now I'm just gonna, the top there. There. Apply glue on the flaps here on top. There. Okay, again, just there. Position it and apply it. Don't press too hard because you may create a dent. But on the other side, if you accidentally create a dent, then you can always insert when it's dry. When the glue is dry, you can insert a bamboo skewer, your chopstick here, and then push it out. now we have the top, and I use these clips because this template is really small. I don't want to lose that, so I use these clips and then place them somewhere safe where it doesn't, so I don't lose it. And here, and also my silhouette camera 4 doesn't like to cut this very small. I don't know exactly what happened, but I do not have the score lines here. So yeah. Anyways, fold the flap here and start using the bamboo skewer to make your template pliable and start rolling like this. Create the shape, press, there you go. I'll fold it again. There. And apply glue. And you can also clean your bamboo skewer here. Like glue. Attach. You can even fold it so you flat after doing that, because then you surely know that its flaps are attached, and then when the glue is dry, you can reshape it again by using the bamboo skewer. The first one you make will always take a bit longer because you're following a tutorial, right? And you don't, oops, and you don't remember everything yet. Maybe, you know, maybe some people are faster than the other. They only need to watch one tutorial and my bamboo skewer one time and they get it. And some others need a bit more time. You know, it differs per person. But yeah, I try to share as much as possible in my tutorials, tips like, you know, what to do. For example, what to do when it's hollow. You know, use your thingy, those kind of things. No, those are extra things that I do share, which even if it's just a few seconds or a minute, it adds up. So once you know the construction, then everything should be much faster. Trust me. And if you are used to making fantasy flowers where your maker or the maker, the creator of the template you're used to, does not color, or, you know, not too detailed, or maybe she shades and use basic, or he or she, I mean, and use basic paper flower techniques. Yeah. But my flowers are detailed, but this is not a flower, so that's a different topic. So just apply this again, top, close it like we did with this one. Right? So here. Sometimes it doesn't attach. Because it's paper, it needs help. So really using the thing here as my finger, extension of my finger, and pressing the flaps and the template on top of each other. And again, mine isn't perfect on top of either, but trust me, don't worry about that. Really, it really is okay. Now I'm gonna use my bamboo skewer to fold all these flaps, tooth, whatever you want to call it. There, now it's shaped. Opening it up again. There. And now I'm gonna apply glue. Apply glue. doesn't fold, you can use bamboo skewer and fold it. There you go. And then apply it on top. In the center of the thingy. So you can also use glue gun if you want, because that does dry faster. It's not always easier. And then just don't touch it and let it dry. Okay, place it somewhere where you know it can stand. I have this, for example, I have this spray bottle where it can rest on. Look. I hope. Might have to fold the flap open. Hold on. See? You can rest there. So there you go. Now for the for the stem, we're gonna do the same thing here. Fold the flaps. In there. There you go. And again, I think this one, because this one is very long. Oh my goodness, what's my throat? I need to drink something. You can fold it in half. And I need to the thingy. I need to drink something. It is getting colder. It has been it's getting colder here, and so maybe that's why. Getting runny nose. So applying glue. There and here. Okay, it can get messy because there's glue and then we apply it. But if you have sensitive skin or thin skin, make sure to have wet wipes or a wet towel where you can immediately remove the glue on your skin. Don't peel it off, just wash it. If you start peeling it off, then it is bothering you. You might hurt yourself and your skin comes with. So be careful with that. Just wash it first. I mean, couldn't I make a storyline? No, I couldn't, because if I did that, that would be the shape of the template, and we want that. This is going to be a stem, guys, ladies, and a stem. You will see. If I did that, and it will be folded forever, and you won't have it like a cylinder or cube or whatever. I think I'm gonna use my chopstick. First, make it hollow again. And there, this side. There you go. And then the other side. There. Right? That's it. I'm only gonna use... oh my goodness. I am only going to use one because I will be using this for the Hestia bouquet that I'm making. So I can't make two. But if you're gonna make it for a bouquet in a vase, hold on. I need to drink. There. If you're gonna make it for a vase, then I would recommend to doing the same thing and then attach. There's a flap here, right? On top. Don't attach it there. Attach the second one. Has also a flap. Do the same thing as this and then insert it. This with the flap in there. And then you can extend. You can attach it with glue gun. You can attach it with tacky glue. I forgot the name. Yeah. And to make it stand so it does not bend when attaching it, we are going to place a bamboo skewer in it. Right? But now, I'm going to do this first because I'm going to attach this first and then attach the... Well, actually, we can. So it doesn't, so it stays stable. You can do that. The same thing, make a new one. Second one, insert the flaps at the bottom, place a bamboo skewer, and so it doesn't becomes so it can hold. Okay. Okay. So I think mine didn't stay up. So there again, I still have to wait for the other thing to dry. So there's going to be a short transition. But keep on watching. You won't notice a thing. It was just a short transition. Whilst I have to wait until things are dry before I can continue. By the way, for this, I'm making 2 of these. Just so you know. Okay, see you in a bit. There you go, much better. Sorry about that. There, and it's dry. Just have patience. Okay, now I think I'm gonna use glue here as well so it dries faster instead of this glue gun, which does not work at all because it takes a lot of time for it to dry. And insert it. Oof. There. And then there. Okay, I'll be off camera because actually maybe I can do this way. Maybe not. Maybe I don't have to be off camera. And attach the paddles from the outside because it's okay if you see the paddles because it's the bottom. And there you go. It's fairly stable. And there you go, my friends. Okay, now the top. Also doing it with glue gun because that's just dries so fast instead of tacky glue. Tacky glue is annoying. Let's just use glue gun. There, much better. It dries faster also. There. And there you go. Now be gentle. I try not to move it. It has to dry this time. And now you can do the embossing powder. When it's dry, just do the... Okay? When it's dry. Now, And when everything is dry, like really dry, like dry, you can attach the next one. But instead of outer, you can attach the flap here on the outside as well if you want, or the inside. But I think outside is better because then it's easier to attach instead of from going inside. Yeah. And don't worry if you see it, because if you're gonna place it in a vase, this part will end up in the vase, so you won't see it anyways. And maybe it's too long, and then you still have to cut it off. Or maybe you say, I'm not gonna do extended. I think this should be long enough for my bouquet. Then that's fine also. For me, because look, this is a panel of the flower basket that I'm using. See? It will be fine. It probably won't even end up here all the way to the bottom. Probably end up there. Just like that. There. So you'll see a lot of it. But some vases are longer, so you will need a bit more. There you go. And now you can do the embossing powder. Add a layer, panel by panel of tacky glue, and then apply the embossing powder. And using glue gun really is, look, it's dry now. It's dry, it's much more stable. I might have to do that with the other one too as well. Off camera. Well, again, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this one. It is looks much more complicated than it really is. It's because I didn't do it in the right order. I'm sorry. I was hoping that glue gun would help, but tacky glue would help, and it didn't, so I had to use glue gun. Again, thank you very much. And if you want to make the other one, there's a different kind of it's in the PDF, a different link. You follow that link, and it will direct you to that one. Have fun. Looking forward to seeing your creation in our group. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Facebook page, Facebook group, YouTube channel, and yeah, on Etsy as well. Thank you very much, and have a great day. See you next time. Bye.